Hi everyone, this is Lucille Isadora Torres coming to you on March 12th, 2020 with a special message. Someone asked me to talk a little about the fear and anxiety coming up around coronavirus and how I might recommend relating to these anxieties. So the first thing is uncertainty. What we have a lot of and what people are feeling a lot of is uncertainty. And uncertainty is a feeling that we as human beings really don't like. We try to avoid it a lot. And so what we usually will do is we'll switch it. We'll sort of transform it into either panic or denial, because there's some kind of certainty in both of those reactions, or some delusion of certainty in both those reactions. And often uncertainty is so uncomfortable that we prefer certainty even if it's a bad certainty. So the first thing is to settle into being able to feel uncertain. Because the thing about uncertainty is that it also is a lot of potentiality. There's a lot of possibilities still when there's uncertainty. And so the first thing we can do is practice sitting with and making friends with the feeling of uncertainty. And that's just a simple meditation, a simple grounding to feel uncertainty, to feel the discomfort of it, breathe into it, and relax. And settle. It's okay that we don't know what's happening yet. We don't know exactly how much of a risk this will be to people that we love. We don't know if we'll be still going to work, our kids will be going to school. We don't know how much things are going to shut down and how much they're going to stay typical. So this is just uncertainty, and it's okay. And if we can accept uncertainty, then we can make grounded action from our hearts. We can tune into ourselves, we can be present with ourselves, and we can make wise decisions from a place of deep values and love and peace, instead of making decisions out of reactivity and panic or denial. So from this place, we can also feel gratitude and appreciation for what we have, for what's available, for the gifts and the blessings that are already in our life at this point. So if you have the kind of job that allows you to work from home if necessary, that's an incredible gift. And that's a good place to start with gratitude, because that means that you can take precautions if necessary and still make a paycheck and still be able to do your work. That's a big gift. If you have a kind of employer that would give paid time off for a crisis, then that's also a huge gift. So for those who have those gifts, enjoy them. Look at this time to be home more as a possibility of connecting to a bunch of gifts in your life which you don't usually connect to because you're at work all day, so that your space, your family, your pets, whatever it is at your home. And for all of us who are going to be spending more time at home, because that's a way that we can actively help and participate, spending more time at home, we can look for the gifts and the beauty and the possibility of new blessings in that time at home. And for those who have hourly wages jobs that don't have time off and can't work from home, that's people that we should be looking out for and considering how we might help if things get more severe and they're not able to go to work. Think about the people you know that have those kind of jobs. If you don't, if you have resources, if you have capacity to help, then those are people that you should be looking out for when and if there are more restrictions about going out public or working those jobs. So if people are losing wages, if they're not able to work and they don't have the ability to be given paid time off or to work from home, look how you might help those people. This is a good time to think, who are my friends or neighbors or people in my community who might need some extra support during that time? And how might I help them? You could help by sending non-perishable food if they would like that, or by helping out with something that they need during that time. So you can reflect on how you might be helpful to the people that are less fortunate. For most of us, this illness is not going to affect us directly. It's going to be indirectly, through the way that our society is affected to try to prevent the spread of the illness. For those who are affected directly, obviously, offering prayer and meditation and blessing support is something we can always do. And it matters and it helps. Sending light is powerful in its capacity to help healing and also to help the emotional stress of being ill. So let's connect to those things that we can do and the blessings that we do have, and really ground in those so that we can make the best choices that we can make. We have this incredible gift of technology, which is so amazing that for so many of us, we can stay home and stay connected, right? You can stay home and communicate on FaceTime and video conference and phone and all these ways that we can stay connected to our communities, to the people that we love, that we can check on people, and that is incredible. That's an incredible blessing. So use it and appreciate it and take advantage of it. And let's see, what else do I have? I have a list of some things that I wrote down. Let me see what I'm forgetting. Oh, the amazing thing, right, is that we all have opportunity to help community in general, the society in general, with our choices by limiting our unnecessary activity in public spaces. Then we can help prevent the spread, and by taking care of ourselves at home, and unless we need medical services urgently, by taking care of ourselves and setting up systems that we can take care of ourselves if we get a less severe illness, then we can support the hospitals and the systems to be able to take care of the people they most need to take care of. So these are all opportunities in places of uncertainty to look at all of the potential in the situation, the potential for gifts, potential for blessings, potential for being a helper and being a gift to your community and to society overall. And also to take time to be willing to be in the places of uncertainty without turning to fear, anger, panic, or denial. If we can manage those feelings and we can practice managing those feelings, then we're also a benefit in any crisis. And crisis will come in our lives and in society. And if we can tolerate and even welcome feelings of uncertainty, then we are a person who can be useful, helpful, and a force for love and peace and good in the world when things are uncertain. So also remember that for your friends and loved ones who have anxiety disorders and struggle with anxiety, this is probably a very triggering time, and a time that you can offer love and support, to be present with them, to be kind, to be comforting, and really just the presence of care and compassion is a huge thing. So already there are at least 5 ways that you can be helpful. Connect to friends and loved ones who have problems with anxiety, who are very anxious right now. Limit your exposure to public places when you don't need to, and enjoy and connect to your time at home. Think about people in your community and loved ones who have hourly wage jobs who will be significantly affected if there are shutdowns and won't be able to make an income during that time. See if you can make a plan of how to help if that happens. And use prayer and meditation to spread a feeling of peace, love, and connection to people to replace panic and anxiety. And spread messages of support and love and help and connection, because when things are hard, when things get bad, as you've seen in various crises that we've had in our country, there's a potential to either separate ourselves or to come together. And this is an opportunity for us to come together. So instead of sending messages of every man for himself, every person for themselves, do what you can to protect yourself, screw everybody else, send messages of how can we come together, even if we're not coming together physically right now. How can we come together in spirit? How can we help each other? How can we offer support and love and resources to the people who have the least of those things, the people who are most vulnerable in terms of money or illness or anxiety or any kind of vulnerability? How might you be a force for positivity, for love, for help, and a force for peace and for good during a time of uncertainty? You can totally do that. And if you focus on those things, you focus on appreciating and enjoying as much as you can the blessings of changes, like working from home or being home more, and then also how to apply your love and your care, your concern, so how to apply that sort of anxious energy to doing good for others. Maybe you want to set up some system online to sort of offer resources to those who need it before supply chains totally break down. Look at how you might be of a support to the people that you love, to your community, to your country, and engage in those things, because by being active in a positive way, we can channel the anxiety feelings toward loving action. And if we can accept uncertainty and be present in that, then we can make really deep, positive choices instead of choices out of reactivity and fear. Blessings to everyone. My prayers are with our whole country and all over the world as people are scared and as people are sick and taking care of people who are sick. And so join me in that prayer. I'm going to make a special meditation, a Tonglen meditation, to take in the anxiety and fear and send out peace and love and connection. And I'll put that on my YouTube page for everybody, that you can join in that meditation if you'd like a way to actively help with the energy. Blessings and love to everyone.